the first, the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth whole self. And we bet all of you guys to score good numbers. Let me guess, you sit down to study with all the motivation in you. You tell yourself that I'm gonna study for 5 hours straight, but you landed up studying only for 10 to 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, you just do scrolling on Instagram or checking YouTube for the motivational videos how to study. But stop making these things. You can actually study. Or maybe you do study for hours, but when exams comes, you don't remember anything. You think you gone blank on seeing the paper. This is eventually gonna happen because you study the wrong way. Let me fix this up. Being a medical student, I have learned so much things and recall so much things that I can help you get grades better. I do simple methods which help me recalling each and everything, and I ended up getting good grades. So, my number one method is the Pomodoro power technique. Here's the deal. Your brain can't focus for 5 hours straight. It is not designed to do that. You can only maintain a focus for 25 minutes. Yes, 25 minutes. And here's how this technique works. You need to study for 25 minutes straight with zero distraction. No phone, no music, no lyrics, no humming, nothing. Take a 5 minutes break, stand up, walk, drink water, do anything for 5 minutes only. Then repeat this for 25 minutes again and do this for 4 rounds. As long as you can take 15 to 30 minutes break in whole time. Why does this work? Because your brain knows that there is a break coming. It is easier to focus. It's like sprinting versus marathon running. I used to do this technique for every single exam in my last years. Instead of studying for 6 hours straight, ineffectively, I studied for 3 hours with this technique, and this doubled my retention. Try this for once and you will see the difference. The second method, I call this method the active recall memory multiplier, because I used to do this a lot of the times since I was studying from 10th boards. How does this work? I used to study a topic and I close the notebook. Take a blank sheet or a register and write down all the keywords regarding that topic. I used to remember a little of this, but that was a good sign for me because as I know that I remember only the few things, I can recall more things and more focus on only the important ones. You can just repeat this one by one, topic wise topic. The first time you will be doing this, you will realize that you remember almost nothing. That's a good sign. That's what the point is. You are discovering what you don't know, so you can fix it up before the exam and not during the exams. Do try this method. It is very, very helpful. The third method is spaced repetition. The repetition system, it's similar to which we like in nurseries or junior classes. The teacher used to recite the poems again and again and again so that we can just recall them by heart. It's almost the same method. Let's assume that you study a chapter on Monday. By the end of the week, like say Friday, you don't remember a single word of it. By this method, you can learn new material, review it, take 10 minutes, repeat it again, review it again, and by the end of the week, you will be learning the chapter word by heart. You can just use a calendar for this. If you learn, for example, if you learned a chapter on Monday, let's that be a day 1. Mark on a calendar. After 7 days, recall the whole chapter once again. Then do the another chapter, learning of anything else you want to do that. Then after 16 days, do it again, revise it again. After 21 days, revise it again. After 60 days, revise it again. This will help you recalling all the chapters by heart and zero stress. You can just use the simple technique every time and you can learn everything by heart. You can just use this technique during your classworks and all. Do the same chapters your teachers are teaching you more in the morning. Come home, revise it, learn it in the evening. And most of the students doing this method are scoring more than 50% of their average score, and they are smarter by using this method. Okay, so the fourth method was my favorite, to act like a teacher and teach. Here are the 4 steps to do this method. Pick one concept you want to learn. For example, I want to learn the haloalkenes chapter in organic chemistry. Second is explain it out loud as you can, as you are teaching someone. Use simple words, the words which can be get stuck to your mind and you just can't go back on learning new things. Step 4 is specify your explanation. Use a diagrams to show, use the reaction to show. I used to use a whiteboard and write all the reactions and teach to my younger sister. This helped me learning the reactions perfectly, and this was a game changer in my studies. Why does this work? Because during teaching, I was focusing not just only to learn things, I was focusing to organize information in my brain. When you just read, you're just gonna fool yourself by thinking into it. Understand? But when you try to explain it, all the gaps become obvious. You can develop more reasons to why this thing happened. So you don't need an actual person to teach. You can just talk to yourself, act like a teacher, and learn yourself. The key is speaking out loud. Thinking in your head doesn't count. And the best tip I'm giving you here is to draw all the diagrams, because when you visualize things, you learn it more better. When you are speaking it and when you are visualizing, the learning becomes double in your brain and you will recall all the things by heart. My fifth and the last method was environment designing. This was my secret weapon. I need to do this because nobody taught me about this, but this changed the whole study game. Your environment controls your behavior. We all know that. You are not just falling because of your lacking discipline, you are falling because of the distractions you have around yourself. The things I need to do to avoid these distractions was, the first one is to keep my phone in another room or just hand it over to your mother or any parent or the siblings. Second thing, I need a sticky notes. I just wrote the important points on it and stick to the wall behind my study desk. Third was, I just make a small schedule that on the next day I need to learn this topic, and I just prepare all the things regarding that and keep it on my study desk. The fourth thing I did was to uninstall all the apps like Instagram or Facebook, anything that is distracting me. If I am using my phone, I just needed YouTube or Google for the purpose for the study material I needed. This was the hack I did. I believe that most of the students do this wrong, that they just follow that they will be doing on the self-control, that they will be not using the phone or they will be not doing watching the Instagram reels or anything. But top students don't have any distractions around them, and that helped in scoring better. They have designed their environment in such a way that they are only focused on study when they are studying. Here's what I want you all to do. Don't try to pick all the 5 habits or techniques I just stated behind. Try to master one per week, then add the second, then add the third, then add the fourth. and build a system for your study step by step. All I want to hear is from you guys. Comment below which method you like the most and which you're gonna try first. The first, the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth one. My favorite was the teaching method. And if you like this video, do hit that like button and tell YouTube that this video is the better one and this should be shown to many other students who need this methods. And I just want you guys to subscribe because I am posting a weekly videos on study techniques, personal branding, productivity and much more without any burning out. Now, just stop watching YouTube and focus on your studies. I want all of you guys to score good numbers in your 10 plus 2 or graduation grades and stop competing yourself against the other students. You're competing against yourself, your old self, and be better one day. That's how you win. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.